Errors in numerical integration. Assume that the second derivative and the fourth derivative are continuous on the closed interval AB, and that the lowercase k, uppercase k are real numbers, such that the absolute value of the second derivative of the f is less than the lowercase k, and the absolute value of the fourth derivative of the f is less than uppercase k for all x in the closed interval AB. The absolute errors in approximating the definite integral of the function f from point A to point B by the midpoint, trapezoid, and Simpson rule with the n subintervals satisfy the inequality. The EM as the absolute error of the use of the midpoint rule is less than or equal to the lowercase k multiplied by b minus a to the power 3 divided by 24n to the second power. The absolute error using the trapezoid or the e subscript t is less than or equal to the lowercase k multiplied by b minus a to the power 3 divided by 12 times n to the second power. These two formulas are very similar except the 24 and 12 there. The absolute error using the Simpsons or the e subscript s is less than or equal to the uppercase k times b minus a to the power fifth divided by 180 times n to the fourth, where the lowercase and uppercase case are called the upper bound on the absolute errors. In this example, given that the integral from 0 to 1 of the function x e to the negative x dx equals 1 minus 2 over e, which is the exact value. And from this definite integral, we know that a equals 0, b equals 1, and the function f of x equals x times e to the negative x. We're going to estimate the minimum number of the subintervals or minimum n for each method, for the method of the midpoint, trapezoid, and Simpsons to approximate this integral in with an integral in with an error of the magnitude less than 10 to the negative fifth. So we're gonna estimate what is the n, or what is the minimum number of the n that give the absolute error less than 10 to the negative fifth. And we call the absolute error is the absolute value of the difference of the numerical minus and the exact value. Recall the lowercase k and uppercase k are upper bound of the absolute error. To find the lowercase k, we have to find the second derivative and see what is the maximum value that would occur within the interval, the AB is less than the lowercase k. And for the fourth derivative of the x, the value from point A to point B less than the uppercase k. Then from f of x equals x e to the negative x, find the first derivative using the product rule, using x times negative e to the negative x plus 1 times e to the negative x, we write it as e to the negative x times 1 minus x. And second derivative, which is negative e to the negative x multiplied by 1 minus x minus e to the negative x, simplified to be e to the negative x multiplied by x minus 2. And we're going to use the second derivative in the absolute value, or the absolute value of e to the negative x times x minus 2, or rewrite it as x minus 2 divided by e to the x on the interval AB, which is on the interval 0, 1. This function, if you plot the graph, you can see that. If not, you can estimate the value by, this is the graph that's decreasing. So at the point 0, we have negative 2 divided by 1, which is the maximum 2 in the absolute value. If you replace with the 1 minus 2 is negative 1 divided by e, the value gonna be less than 2. So the absolute value of x minus 2 divided by e to the x is less than or equal to 2 on the interval 0, 1. Therefore, the k, which is the upper bound of this second derivative, will be 2. And for the uppercase k, we're going to continue with the third derivative. Another round of the product, the use of the product rule. So we get e to the negative x multiplied by 3 minus x. And the fourth derivative, use product rule again to get e to the negative x times x minus 4. And next we're going to use this fourth derivative in the absolute value, which is e to the negative x times x minus 4, or write it in the form that we can analyze it in the less complicated way. On the interval 0, 1, similar way, this graph is the decreasing graph. So at the left end point, at x equals 0, we're going to have the maximum value of this function after the absolute value is used. It's going to be less than or equal to 4. If you check on the value 1, the 1 by e to the first in the absolute value, the result going to be less than 4. So 4 is 4. Now we're going to use each one, either the lowercase k or the uppercase k, to approximate in the formula to approximate the error for each method. The first one, the midpoint, the absolute error, or the e subscript m, is bounded by or less than or equal to, using the formula, the lowercase k multiplied by b minus a to the power 3 divided by 24 n to the second. And we need to find the minimum n or the number of the subintervals that make the absolute error less than 10 to the negative fifth. And from the information that we already know, we know that the lowercase k is 2, the a is 0, the b is 1. We are going to solve this inequality by replacing k as a 2, b as a 1, a as a 0 to the power 3 divided by 24, and n is the unknown. That what we are going to find out, what would that be to satisfy this inequality. And to solve this inequality, rearrange the term. So we have 2 over 24 multiplied by 1 is 1 over 12 less than 10 to the negative fifth times n to the second. And then solve for n, leave n to the second on the right hand side and multiply both sides by 10 to the fifth to have 10 to the fifth divided by 12. And next, maybe write in the form that we are familiar with, which is n squared greater than 10 to the fifth over 12 to solve for n. So n is greater than square root of 10 to the fifth over 12 and comes out to be greater than, a number is about 91.287. And we are going to use the next whole number from the 91, which is 92. Therefore, I put here n minimum is 92. So the minimum of 92 subintervals will be needed to ensure that the absolute error less than 10 to the negative fifth on using the midpoint rule. Next, we're gonna do the trapezoid. For the trapezoid, the E from using the trapezoid is less than or equal to the lowercase k times b minus a to the power 3 divided by 12 times n to the second. So we need the error to be less than 10 to the negative fifth. And again, the k or the lowercase k is 2, which is the upper bound of the second derivative of the function on the interval 0, 1. K is 2, a is 0, b is 1. We're gonna find n. So k2 multiplied by 1 minus 0 to the third power divided by 12 times n to the second less than 10 to the negative fifth. Similar way that what we solved in the previous way, in the previous part. So going to be 1 over 6 times n to the second less than 10 to the negative fifth, or 10 to the fifth over 6 less than n to the second. So then, or we write it as n squared greater than 10 to the fifth over 6. So n is greater than the square root of 10 to the fifth over 6. Compute it to get the number as n approximately greater than 129.099. So the next whole number, n has to be greater than. So we look at the next, or the lowest integer that greater than 129.099. So n minimum for trapezoid would be 130. So summarize the same way. The minimum of 130 subintervals will be needed to ensure the absolute error less than 10 to the negative fifth on using the trapezoid rule.